Hey Breesties, if you're new here, my name is Bree Boston, and today we are doing a story time about the time that I was sued for $1 million. And yes, you heard me, that is $1 million with an M. Okay? I know, I almost can't believe it myself, and it actually happened to me. But if this is something you want to learn about, definitely stay tuned, and we're about to get into it. So this story is going to be two parts. It's still going to be in the same video, but there's literally two parts to this story. So I'm going to start with part one, which is how this all came to be, right? So I was 15 years old. I had never drove in my life, and I was curious about driving. My mom wanted to take me and her boyfriend's son on a driving lesson. And so she took both of us out. So it was me, her, and him to a parking lot. And she let him get in the car and practice just like any driving lesson, turning in the parking lot, signaling, and things like that. So once his turn was over, she was like, "Okay, Bree, it's your turn." I'm like, "Okay." Instead of going through the parking lot, she just decides that we're going to do my lesson on the road. And I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, we're going to do my lesson on the road. Whatever, that's fine." So I'm driving and I'm steady and I feel like things are going well until I come up on a hill going downward. And I just remember 1 minute I'm smiling, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling so cool, I'm driving, and the next thing you know, I'm going down a hill and I'm starting to gain a lot of traction. And I'm going fast, and my mom was getting concerned, and she realized that I didn't realize, of course, why would I? It's my first driving lesson, that you are not supposed to accelerate on a hill, and you're supposed to coast down a hill by, uh, gently, having your foot on the brake and monitoring as needed. So, if you could picture this, we're on the hill, we're going down fast. At the end of the hill was a street going this way, and on the other side of the street was a house. What ended up happening was I couldn't figure out how to slow down because I was panicking because I'm going so fast and I'm realizing I'm out of control really quickly. Um, don't manage to brake. My mom pulled for the emergency brake, couldn't make it. We are going down the hill. We speed across the street and we flip over and we crash into a house. Yeah, guys, I crashed into a house when I was 15. Now, this is how I know that God's amazing, okay? When we crashed into the house, my mom's boyfriend's son had a gash in his head, unfortunately. I remember there was like blood going down his head. My mom had a separated collarbone, and I had a scraped knee and a scraped elbow. And we are upside down in someone's living room. Crazy stuff. Not only that, no one was living in the house. So, as awful as it is that I'm stuck in a house, thank God that no one was living in that house and I didn't hurt someone. Because that, on my 15-year-old conscience, oh my God, that would have been so awful. So, yes, God is great. Whew, God is great, right? So, I'm feeling super, super, super bad, of course. And I just remember my mom just trying to get me to understand that it was her fault, which, as an adult, yeah, it is an adult's fault. And this is not to bash her. I love my mom. Please be easy on my mom, guys. But it was just like I was the one at the wheel, and so I took a lot of blame for that. Okay, so he was able to get his head looked at. My mom was able to get the care she looked at. I only had a scraped knee and scraped elbow, so we're tending to our wounds. Right now is for part two. And the reason it's part 2 is because we have to fast forward about 5 years. So before we get into part 2, I'm just going to give a little synopsis. So I crashed into the house, right? They were pissed. The house was for sale, and now it's ruined. They tried to come after us, of course, because they need money, and I was in the wrong, which I can understand. But because my mom was the adult and the one that the car was registered in, by the way, the car was totally totaled. Like, my mom had no car. But because it was all in her name, registration, everything, she was the one that was deemed as at fault. What they decided to do was wait until I was of age. I think I was about 19 or 20. And they decided to come after me and sue me for $1 million in damage and repairs. I'm 20, guys. I don't even have a career. I'm not working a full-time salary. Like, can you fathom being 20 years old and getting a call that you're going to be sued for $1 million and you haven't even made a full year's salary yet? Like, could you imagine? And I just remember feeling so overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to pay for this? Am I going to go bankrupt? Am I going to be paying them for the rest of my life? Like, thoughts swirling, right? So what ended up happening was we had, like, because I was living in another state. I'm in college, right? I'm not in the same state that is happening. And so we had to do everything like a conference call. And we had like this moment on the call where they kind of just asked me questions about the situation, like from a legal standpoint, like with lawyers and stuff. So like all the lawyers were on that call with me, just asking me what happened, what was going on, what was my thought process, why didn't I stop the car. And so once they were able to gather that I was 15 years old, I did not have prior driving experience, I basically had a panic and mistook the brake for the accelerator and did not know how to stop the car, that was enough for them to make a decision that I was not at fault and that I can't be sued $1 million. That's what it was. Like, that was it. Like, that was it. That was all. And I was just like, wow, like, just like that, it's over. It's done. And it's crazy because, like, I'm gonna give them a shout out because they saved my life, dude. State Farm. Okay, like, State Farm saved my life, and to this day I'm still with them because, like, you cannot pay for that type of loyalty, dude. Like, they paid for my lawyer, they paid for everything. I didn't have to worry, and I'm just so grateful for them for that. And yes, this is not sponsored, but I'm a proud State Farm member because, yeah, they got me out of $1 million case. Oh, what a crazy time. But I hope you guys like my mini story time. I actually thought it was going to be longer, but this is actually kind of good. I'm glad that we were able to get it all out in one sitting. So if you are interested in more story times, or if you have any questions or any like experiences that you would like to share where you were in a difficult situation and God pulled through for you, or you were in a crazy car accident and you want to share the outcome, definitely let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to continue this conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.